Hello, everybody. Welcome to Womenlines.com. Yes, friends, it's time today to hear to a wonderful story of a women entrepreneur, and we are having somebody from India. As a co-founder and managing director at Enthrall, Asma plays a pivotal role in driving digital learning transformations for global enterprises. With 25 years of experience in learning domain, she leads Enthrall's sales, operations, and customer success teams. Her expertise spans solutioning, operations management, business development, and business relationship management, honed through leadership roles at prominent edtech companies and extensive experience in spearheading custom e-learning solutions and managing enterprises account. Welcome, Asma, to our show.
Hey, thank you so much, Charu, for a lovely introduction, and it's my pleasure to be here today. Thank you for inviting me and letting me share my story with the countless folks who are listening to me today. I'm glad and very happy to be here.
We are eager to know your story, Asma, because so much to learn from your entrepreneurial experience. I'm so eager to hear you. So I'm all ears, Asma. Give me your best pitch. What is Enthrall AI all about? And who stands to get benefit out of it?
Absolutely sure. So, I'll share a little background and a little story in terms of how we came to where we are today. And 16 years it's been in my entrepreneurial journey. And when we started Enthrall, so I give credit to Samir, who's the other founder. He was the one actually who pushed me and, actually made me join Enthrall. So we started as a learning solutions company.
Okay.
Both of us have been in the learning domain for the last 25 years, and we literally eat, sleep, breathe learning. We say it's in our DNA. So when we started working with global customers like Microsoft in the US and Deloitte and various other customers, we realized that they were not happy with the learning platforms that they use.
Okay.
Every organization today has a learning platform that they use to onboard new joinees, to do the compliance trainings, to do the sales trainings, product updates, etc. So we realized that even though they were using legacy solutions, they were not happy. So, and our whole objective was, that we wanted to take care of the pain points that the L&D in the organizations
Mhm.
are facing. So we said, why not build our own learning experience platform, which caters to? So our focus was one size fits all doesn't work, especially when you're working with enterprise customers across the globe. They want something which is very niche, very specific to their needs. So we said, let's build a platform together which actually understands the pain points of the customers, automates what they would otherwise have to manually do it. And over the years, that's what we've been doing. We've been working with customers across the globe. We have literally customers coming with, I want this. They've looked at 30, 40, 50 solutions and saying, I want all of this in a single solution. And we've literally worked up to that. We've done that. We've built all those features in a plan. So to answer your question, Enthrall is a learning experience platform, which is from a technology perspective, literally, it can meet the needs of a decade from now. From a technology standpoint, we have AI inbuilt into the platform. We've moved a step further where we have Agentic AI now. So we are here talking about a global platform that can take care of all the L&D challenges of an organization. So we work with corporates, we work with institutes, and we help them skill their employees as well as their partners and customers. That's a brief, um, not really brief, but
But
that's a little
story
introduction to
behind
Enthron.
Enthrall AI. Fantastic. So here we are having a fantastic platform. Friends, if anybody is requiring such platform, do reach out to Asma. I'm sure with AI and with all the latest technology requirement, if they're having this platform, I'm sure you will get benefit out of it. So Asma, future of AI in learning is evolving like something we all are observing around. What groundbreaking trends do you foresee in AI-driven training? As your platform is about training, right? So, what you are observing in upskilling and workforce development, and how Enthrall is positioning itself to lead this transformation? Can you share in highlights?
Sure, sure. So, skills is like a software. You have to constantly upgrade. You cannot live with, what you've learned 10 years ago. Today, especially when you look at the AI world, when AI is changing every second, imagine you're coming with years and years of knowledge which you've done in the last 10 years when you've done your schooling maybe 20 years back. So that's exactly what we aid and we help in. We help in ensuring how you can help and update your skills. Being in an organization, how do you get role ready? How do you meet the challenges of the, constantly changing requirements of your job? Because I think change is constant, right? We all understand this. And if we are not ready to get to that level, we are not going to be able to be a part of the, changing mindset of the people and the growth of the organization. At the end of it, why does an organization need a learning experience platform? They need it because they want to ensure that efficiency is built in, productivity is built in, sales grows. And at the end of it, all of this learning is a constant. Like, it's literally, we all are lifelong learners. And if you don't continue doing this, we're not able to meet the goals and requirements. So, what we focus from a trends perspective, from a requirements perspective, as an organization or a product, our product focuses on adoption and application of learning. When I say adoption, how simple, how easy can we make it for the skilling of people to have the information that they need just in time, when they need it, where they need it. So we literally say, anytime, anywhere, anyhow learning. That's what we provide, and any device maybe. So we have a platform available on the mobile app. We have a platform available on the go. Even when you don't have connectivity, you can still,
Right.
whether you like watching a Netflix movie, you can do that. So that's the convenience that we provide when I talk about an adoption. And when I say adoption, it's not only adoption for the learner, it's the adoption for the organization or the administration also, or the people who are managing the learning function in the organization. Because a lot of times you've seen systems are literally becoming as white elephants. If I have to manage a platform, I have to have this whole bandwagon of people or a team to manage it. No, here we are saying, okay, you know what? How can we ensure that each person or each head of a particular team can take the responsibility? And that's what we made it very easy to happen with our platform and with the configurability that happens.
That's
So
not
that's one part where I talked about adoption. The other part is application of learning. See, at the end of it, the experience platform is not only for, coming and facilitating learning. At the end, you want to see outcomes. You want to see people able to apply that knowledge on the job. You want to see progress from where they were earlier, where they are, and how they're going to add value to the organization. And that's exactly the measurement that our platform is able to offer to the organizations. That's the value we are adding, where we are giving you all of the governance tools within the platform to ensure that people do those learning, nuggets, and then they are able to apply that onto the job. And of course, it's kind of the platform is like a gun. I know I shouldn't be using those terms in today's times, but you need bullets with it also. So we are also able to supply the content part of it, which is works like bullets. So you have the learning modules or nuggets. So we literally become like your one-stop shop for learning.
fantastic. And what I love that it is customized to different types of platform, and employees can upskill themselves as per their own convenience, because I think that's the way we have to go in coming time. It's no more that era where you are just waiting for the time to appear for certification to upskill yourself and going out for those examinations. I think it's a regular part of your work life now. And as the technology is changing, every organization heads, they have a big role to keep their staff upskilled. So here your company is coming in hand, which is providing this customized solution of training and upskilling. I think that sounds very big. And if it is all AI friendly and with all the latest tech enabled platform, what else you want? So yes, it's really sounding exciting to me. So what exciting trends do you foresee at intersection of AI and learning for training, upskilling, and workforce development? And
Sure.
how Enthrall is preparing to stay ahead in this present time.
So, you know what? For us now, AI is literally passe because we moved to agentic AI, which is the next big step. But even then, I just want to throw a little light in terms of how we have used AI within our platform and how it's helping global players. Like I, named a few earlier. Also, we work with Microsoft, we work with Semcop in Southeast Asia, we work with the Landmark Group in the Middle East, we work with the largest franchisee of Dunkin' Donuts in the Middle East. So if you see different industries, whether it's the BFSI sector where our solution is highly secure and compliant to all the requirements, mandatory requirements, whether you look at the frontline folks and the retail industry where your need is to quickly upskill, because they have a high turnover, retention becomes a challenge. So how are we able to cater to that? Or whether you look at various other industries, say the pharma industry, where again compliance security becomes a big part, but also quick upskilling on the product part. Like today, when an MR is going to the doctor, how are you prepping the MR to be able to, because the doctor's time is limited, how are you prepping the MR to be able to talk to the doctor, utilize that little time that they get with the doctor to be able to properly put in their product and ensure that they are able to compete with the others in the market, right? So we have built in very strong tools, and these are AI enabled tools. Like we, for example, one of the asks from a lot of customers is, how do I upskill my salespeople quickly? And the MR example also that I gave you, we've built in a tool which is a sales simulation tool or a role play tool, where literally, like I can practice my sales pitch. Earlier, it was in front of a mirror or in front of a trainer or a manager.
Correct.
Now you don't need all of that. You can actually practice this in front of the AI agent, which we have built in our platform. And the AI agent will guide you and tell you, oh, you know what? Your body language needs to be better. Your communication skills need to be better. So you literally, and as per your organization, you can decide what weightage you want to give to which point. So you can decide whether I want to give more weightage to the product knowledge, to the salesmanship, to the communication skills. Literally, like, how many times have I using in the conversation? Or am I going away from the required pitch or the script given to me? All of these things can be measured by the AI. So it's literally like that AI can help you and guide you in terms of how can you quickly upskill for your career or roll over here. That's one part of the AI, and that's more from a learner's perspective. We of course have almost 12 plus use cases. If I go into the depth of that, I think the entire interview
Yeah.
would span over a couple of hours. But we also have use cases from an admin perspective. What is the biggest challenge today for an admin? How to build content, and that's where the AI comes into the picture, where the AI is actually doing the role of a subject matter expert. AI is doing the role of a content developer and helping you quickly create content. And being in this industry for 25 years, when we initially started, a important role when you're developing content is that of an instructional designer. And I know this because 25 years ago there was no course or nothing available for instructional designers, and we had literally um, uh, taken people from masscom and trained them on how do you present content for online viewing
Yes.
and ensure that sticks with the audience and that makes a mark in terms of the outcome. Today, we are at this stage. When we were doing that, we realized the biggest challenge was creating good assessments. Because, okay, content to a certain extent you might still, but how do you ensure you're actually creating assessments which meet the objective? And writing those assessments was a real challenge for the instructional designers. So, today, what we've done is we've built in a tool which can actually create these assessments from scratch, and you have to just give pointers to the tool like your GPT, and it will build assessments on any topic, whether you give it a brochure, whether you give it a video, or say the session I'm conducting, you could just upload and say, okay, create assessments from the session, and it can do that. So that's the amazing
Wow.
magic of AI that we've built into and powered our product with. So literally, we've given our learning experience platform superpowers by adding the wings of AI, I would say.
Wow, this is sounding superb and it's exciting. And there's now no more reason, or rather, people cannot give any excuse that why they are not able to put time for their company's growth. You have all the resources, all the tools. there is a company who is ready to give you that platform which can help you to go to the next level. Who is stopping you? Reach out to us, my friends. Wow, really excited to know this. So, Asma, you have worked extensively to both corporate and entrepreneurial environments, right? What advice would you give women looking to transition from corporate roles to entrepreneurship? And what key skills should they focus on developing? Can you share some insights?
This is a tough question. It's away from my domain, right? Learning is all I've done all these years. Uh, so coming to the advice, I would say, myself being in the corporate world and then taking the plunge to be an entrepreneur. Yes, it's not an easy journey. And of course, it's kind of you have to have a purpose. Don't do it for the sake of it, because yes, in an entrepreneur, I mean, in a corporate journey, you have the security, a financial security of the job, and of course everything else. In an entrepreneurial environment, it's kind of unpredictable, at least initially. So be prepared for that. Be prepared financially, be prepared mentally. That's a very important factor, because also having the right, I would say, team around you or people around you. Very important is partnership. I think I'm blessed from that factor, that I have a great partner who's there, and we both complement each other. It's like a marriage kind of a thing, right? Even when you're working, and you see a lot of organizations or a lot of companies break when because of two reasons: either a financial shortage or partnership issues. For us, I think, one, from a partnership perspective, we are blessed. I think both of us understand each other, having been knowing each other for the last 25 years, and we are able to complement each other. So while, I would say Samir is the innovator and the tech, the tech lead, I take care of the sales. So we are able to, work with each other and lead the company. So that's a very important factor, the partnership. Having the right team, like I said, apart from partners, even having the right mentors around you,
Mm,
that's a very important factor, because also building your network. See, however great product, however great solution you have, at the end of it, you should be able to sell it, right? Today, like without having a great presence online for the last few years, we've been still able to get almost 300 plus enterprises and brands on our platform. And if you see, most of these are large enterprises. It's I think both of us, to a certain extent, have been a part of the sales initiative. So both Samir and Samir is also a great salesperson. You put him in front of any customer, and it's rare that we lose that customer. So
wow.
salesmanship is a very important factor, and having the network also, especially, it's a relationship game when you're trying to sell something. So building those kind of relationships. Also, being tough, being resilient, because not giving up. There will be a lot of times in our 16 years journey, there have been times where, things have been going south, things sometimes don't work. So you have to really have that be tough, be bold, and never give up attitude to really succeed. So, again, I would encourage, women to take up the entrepreneurship role. I think we are the best multitaskers, right? We manage our house, we manage workplace, and also I think we become great entrepreneurs, and happy to mentor anybody who's looking for becoming an entrepreneur. At least, if not anything, I could share my experiences, and what I did was right, and what I didn't do was shouldn't, or wasn't right. So happy to do that.
Wow. Very well said, Asma. I can so much relate to you. I always say in my talks that entrepreneurship is like walking in a park, but that park is a Jurassic Park. Because every day you are having some dinosaur to cross, and then you don't have to stop. To develop that mindset, what I always say, you have to work every day on your mindset. It has to be a part of your own, some ritual or whatever you are following for your mindset. you have to work upon, because that's only give you a boost to keep moving ahead in your entrepreneurial journey. So nice to hear all insights from you, Asma. And girls, if you are looking for some mentor here, we are having fantastic mentor in front of you. Do reach out to Asma to hear from her and learn from her if you have some questions for her. Thank you so much, Asma, for your time, and all the best for your future ventures and other
Thank you so
initiatives.
much, Aruj. Pleasure talking to you and looking forward to interacting again soon. Thank you so much.
Take
Have
care.
a good
Thank
day.
you.
Bye.
Same to you. Bye bye.